Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we check in with me as I haven't podcasted since December 17th.
Whoa.
Yeah, wow, Steve. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me welcoming my hateful co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Von Nieters, Kathy Cool, and Darren.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Oh, hi, Steve. Hi. It's so random seeing you here.
Long time no see.
Yeah, shut up.
This is some new employer training we've got going on here. Beka hasn't been here in over 6 weeks, so we have to go through things. Take it easy on her on the show, stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot going on.
Pull up some receipts real quick while we chat.
Some receipts. What are the
receipts, Steve?
Okay, we'll see what that means when we get to that part of the show. For now, Kathy said that there's something she wants to talk about beyond that. So what is that, Kathy?
Yeah, I have a cold. Are you the type of person that goes straight to all the meds, or do you avoid them and power through?
I avoid. I won't take anything unless I'm dying. And the most things I ever take is like if I have a bad cough where I can't stop coughing, then I'll take like Dayquil and NyQuil. If it's anything beyond that, I can deal with it. The coughing sometimes, especially if you can't sleep because you just continue to cough. So that's the only thing I'll resort to if needed. Yes.
In college, sometimes. I was as soon as I got sick, just start chugging NyQuil type person. Didn't matter the time of day.
I think that's called sipping on some scissor.
Anyway,
yeah.
But really, since then, it's just cough drops is the heaviest thing I'll do for a cold. I don't really care that much.
Okay.
Cough drops just taste good. They're basically candy. So,
do you like the Ludens?
Yes.
Oh, Ludens are good.
Yeah.
That is candy.
When I was a kid. I liked those when I was a kid. My mom wouldn't let me have them because she was like, that's medicine. I was like, but they sell them in the candy aisle.
They were in the
and they taste like
They're
candy.
literally in the candy aisle. But she was like, no, that's medicine. You can't have them. Then when I got sick, I could have them, but that was it. Yeah. She controlled the output of those. So, yeah, well, had to be careful. All right. How about you, Von Nieters?
Typically, I try to avoid taking anything. Usually, like, if I got like a sore throat or something, I'm making like a hot toddy or something before I'm taking any sort of like cough medicine. But yeah, I'm kind of like Steve though. If it starts messing with my sleep, that's when I'm taking medicine because
right.
That's
Can't
just
have
awful.
that.
When you're sick and can't sleep, that's bad.
Right. Yeah. Beka, you said you take the medicine. What do you do? What's your plan when you start getting sick?
Well, usually I start off with, depending how I'm feeling, I'll have like some hot toddies first.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like Von Nieters.
Because, that's just makes sense. Some lemon, some honey, hot water.
It helps. It can help.
And then I'll usually just take like Dayquil, and then I'll get over it eventually. Yeah.
Right.
I don't ever go to the doctor though. Royce is like, I'm going to the doctor. And I'm like, all right.
All right,
Bye.
have fun.
Have fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to the doctor for
Yeah.
a cold.
I recently went to the doctor for the first time since May of 2012. And then I quickly realized why I don't go to the doctor, because I got my fucking ass chewed by this lady for like a half an hour. So, yeah.
When did you go to the doctor?
I didn't know what was going on. I had a very sore throat and a big lump in my neck, and it turned out to be a salivary gland stone, which she actually gave me medicine for, and it ended up popping out, which was great, because if they don't come out, you got to get surgery. But it ended up popping out, which was awesome. And it happened right before Key West. And then I was like, I got to go. I would have probably just withered away and died if this would have happened to me in like August, because I would have been like, ah, fuck it, I got nothing going on, I'll just die. But I wanted to go to Key West, so I had like 4 days to go to Key West. I thought maybe there's
like schedule's clear next week. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Let's get out.
Yeah, it helped. But yeah, she chewed me out for everything: weight, blood pressure, all that stuff. Well, who's your regular physician? And I was like, well, I went to him the last time in 2012. I'm not sure he's alive still, but so then she was mad about that. There was a whole thing going on,
It's been that long since you went to the doctor?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're on that little fucking table with the paper on there, and they're chewing you out. You feel like you can't really smart back to them because they have a degree and they have on that little table with the paper.
The table with the paper. That's a status symbol there.
Yes. Yeah. I could chew out people too if I put them on a table with paper.
Yeah.
But that was me in this example. It's me there. That's
Belittle anyone.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh. It's like, I got to shove this thing up your nose. We got to check for COVID. No matter what you're in there for, you got to check for COVID. So, yeah.
You were in urgent care, weren't you?
Yes. Yeah. I went to urgent care. No, I didn't go. I don't have a doctor. I didn't want to go to the, I didn't want to call 911 or something or go, So, no,
Yeah.
I went there and, yeah. I feel like I'm on track now. I feel like that was a wake-up call without anything really bad happening to me. Obviously, there's a lot of bad things that can happen to you when you had all the problems she wanted to list for me, so it's a wake-up call. We'll see how I'm doing. I've been doing good since Key West, by the way. Didn't change what I did in Key West. I just
What are you doing different?
Tracking calories, eating, so trying to eat right. But that's, it's early on because I only got back from Key West on Tuesday. So it's been since Tuesday. I've been so it's not even a week as we record this. So, but yeah, it's been nice. And then, I'm going to start exercising. I figure I'm ramping back into the I used to walk every morning, but I quit doing that basically when we launched the barrel shop, and it's not been a good plan for me. That's not a good plan for me. So I'm going to get back to walking and stuff.
Yeah. So since I'm about to be on fucking trial here,
yes.
just to make sure I was up here on time to podcast, I walked up from the distillery because I didn't have a vehicle down there, and Royce was working and he had the vehicle that we had down there. So I walked up here to make sure I was here on time for you, Steve. Just I was gonna hit by a car for you, Steve.
You almost got hit by a car.
For you.
Sure.
Yep. Just so you know.
It took her 6
We don't
weeks
have
to
a
make it all the way up, but
See the
she made it.
it's a 5-minute walk, but I still walked up here for you, and I almost got hit by a car because it's side road.
It's 5 minutes, and it's uphill too. It's uphill.
It is.
No.
It is uphill.
Oh yeah.
It is
There's
very
uphill.
much uphill.
Yeah. All right, KK, you asked the question. How about you? What do you do?
I have no patience for symptoms, so I take all the meds.
Really? Just
All
jump
of
on the
them.
medication.
All of them.
Just jump on it.
Claritin D. I might
Okay.
throw some cough syrup on top of that. The NyQuil. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I need more, I'll take more NyQuil. I'm surprised you guys don't, because everyone's like, oh, it's bad for your liver. We're already testing our livers pretty heavily.
So just continue.
It doesn't need the extra stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I'm saving my liver for the stuff I want to use it for to try.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for it. I don't want to sit there and blow my nose a million times a day and hack and cough.
Yeah. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Rebecca. Let's see if she remembers how to do the cork problem.
Rebecca.
See if she remembers how to do the cork pop.
Yes, I do remember how to do a cork pop, Steve. I have got some Buzzard's Roost sipping whiskey here.
Okay.
I've got the toasted barrel. coming in at 105 proof.
All right.
Not much.
Nothing going on there. Let's go KK next.
Since we're talking about vacations, I'm going to have some Cedar Ridge barrel-aged rum. It's a
Barrel-aged
vacation
rum.
drink. Holy hell.
Some sticky corks.
All right, not going to have that.
Okay.
I'm going to open up some investment whiskey finished in Madeira cask.
Okay. Huh? All right. A lot working against you there. I had to go to a second bottle. That's going to be points off. Slosh at the end. A lot of desk hitting there, too. Yeah.
There's a lot of fouls.
Well, a lot of fouls. So, yeah. Yellowstone Limited Edition 2020. Here we go. Nice cork pop. A little slosh in the end. I'd say I have the lead, though.
I was going to say, it's more put together than KK, so I think I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great effort, but it was enough. It was enough right now. We'll see what happens, though. Von Nieters, of course, his various studio upgrades and stuff like that. He's always a threat. But we'll go to him last. So what do you got, Darren?
I have some Farm and Estate 100% white corn from Washington Distillery.
Okay. All right. I think that's a new lead. That was crisp. All right. Fall-like.
Nice and clean.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least is Von Nieters. What do you got, man?
I have a single barrel of OKI straight rye whiskey.
Okay. Squeaky, but man, the cork pop was
good.
Solid. Hard to take away from that cork pop. That was good. So Von Nieters wins. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to inquire about a 6-week vacation. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. Well, go ahead, Danny. Is there something you need to say?
Just sitting there saying that plain and simple, if you're sending me to a text, you need to tell me you need to send it to me in a text. So
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today I'm on trial.
You assume that. There's nothing in the show notes that says you're on trial.
Sounds like it. Certainly sounds
There's
like
nothing in there that it sounds like you're on
Well,
trial.
then please proceed.
So you haven't worked. You work Sundays, so Sunday's your night. We record at 7:00 p.m. your time, 6 my time, and it's been more than 6 weeks since you've recorded with the group here. That being said,
Yeah,
it really wasn't your fault.
it wasn't my fault at all. I wrote it all down.
I think you asked off one. I did
ask
think you
any of
asked
them
off one of the weeks.
Nope.
I think you asked off.
I didn't.
Because we had
I did
holidays hitting on yours.
I
and
asked
then,
off before when I went to Colorado,
Okay.
and that was a few weeks beforehand.
All
I had off.
Well,
the 7th,
so we got Christmas and
Christmas
New Year's Eve or whatever.
and New Year's.
Yeah, those
And
were
then
off.
we did a
so
barrel
that's
pick.
2 weeks.
and
Yeah,
you drove
well,
down
that's
here
all.
during that barrel pick, so we did not.
I was hanging
do-
out with you. We didn't do
We
any
hung
shows.
out. We didn't do
Yeah.
a show, and then you went
Right.
to Nobleton's on the 14th,
Yeah, that was it.
and then you were gone for 2 Sundays in a row for Key West. So it sounds like
This is your fault, though. It's your fault.
have been taking
You're-
a lot of time off, Steve.
It seems like you should have written me a note and said, "Dear Steve, I see that there's a lot going on. I respect the show, and I feel like we need to create fresh and original content. Would you mind if I recorded some shows in your absence?" I would have had to be like, "Oh, yeah, probably."
Not sure who you think I am here, but
He's just expecting to go above and beyond. That's it.
yeah, this
People come up with the
I don't
weirdest.
get paid
Somebody,
for this. I'm not going
this-
above and beyond for anything.
this thing where someone asked about this, but they come up with these weird conspiracies. They're like, "Are you trying to?" Because obviously we're still doing shows, and the Fridays weren't impacted by the stuff we just talked about. Some were, like when I'm in Key West, we weren't recording on Fridays in Key West. But so McNew was doing shows, and they're like, "Are you trying to get McNew extra shows for whatever reason?" You know, because Becca's not on any now. I'm
You
like,
trying
"No,
to
it's
push?
just how it
Are you
worked
trying
out."
to push Miss Beka Sue out, Steve?
Yeah, oh yeah, that was.
Is that what you're
that's
trying to
the
do, Steve?
question. They thought that I was trying to get McNew quicker to 2,000 or something. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to get anybody quicker to anything. I'm just trying to produce a daily
It
show.
sounds like it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yes. Keep Becca away from getting her 1,000th show.
Yeah,
Pump up
kinda-
McNew to
Kind of
2,000.
sounds like it.
No,
Yeah.
that's not the case. It's not
Whoever
the
said
case.
that, I'm on your side. Not Steve's side. I'm on that
No?
person's side.
Of course. Yeah.
I don't know who it was.
So how
but I
was?
agree.
I mean, however you got there, you got there. How was a 6-week vacation? Was it nice? Or?
I still had to deal with you on most of those days, Steve. So it wasn't quite a vacation for me.
She actually saw you more, probably.
Probably.
I had to physically see you, actually.
Yeah. Was it? Did we play cards during that time too, or not? I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe not.
But
Okay,
I didn't go
yeah.
to the card game.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's too bad. Why didn't you go?
I think I just didn't feel like
She was
it.
on vacation and didn't
Yeah, I
want
was
to do
on
anything.
vacation, so I
Oh.
wasn't going. I looked ahead at the schedule. I'm like, wow, I'm off for 6 weeks. I can do so much
Yeah, so many activities.
with my 2 hours off.
Did you
every
get a lot
Sunday.
of stuff done? Did you get a lot of stuff done around the house or
I've
something?
been-
it's
yeah,
like,
there's a lot of stuff done around the house. Tons of
Yeah.
stuff done.
yeah.
I redid our
Vacation.
closet.
Closet redone. Okay.
Yep, I painted our closet. Redid that.
Yeah, I'd like to redo a closet. That's on
Yeah.
my to-do list. Closet
I
redo.
did that. I've done tons of stuff around the house. We've been very busy with things at the distillery lately, so I've been assisting with stuff there often.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't even realize I had not podcasted in that long because
Yeah.
because of the fact that we had Christmas and we had New Year's, and then I had to see you, and then
Had to recover
That was-
from seeing
Had
him.
to see you.
That was joyful for you. I would assume.
Actually, the only Sunday that I really realized that I wasn't podcasting was the day that you guys were at Nobleton's,
Mhm.
because Royce was gone in Las Vegas for a hidden barn training.
right.
And so I was like, oh yeah, well, let's see here. So I've got so I podcast that night, and then I'm going to Beetlejuice on Tuesday. And then I was fully ready to podcast. And then I looked and I was like, I haven't gotten any notes yet. And so I looked on the calendar and I'm like, oh, I don't even podcast tonight.
Yeah.
So I
The
was
Nobleton ones
fully
are tough.
prepared.
I want to do a podcast afterwards, but we drink like 30 barrel samples, and it's like I can't.
And that's
fucking go home and
exactly the
podcast.
time that we should be doing a podcast.
That's just gold there, Steve.
That sounds like
Sure.
exactly the time that we should be doing it.
That would definitely make things interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, Von Nieters and I were there. We could have, and Darren, the four of us just could have gotten on right there at
Right there.
Could have.
And I was
grabbed
prepared.
Demetrius and rocked it.
I was
Yeah.
prepared to
Oh,
be a
man.
co-host.
yeah. We could have brought Becca in, brought her in the
Yeah.
mix.
And I would have had to just like corral you guys the whole time.
Sure. We're all lit. Yeah.
Wrangle you. All right, guys,
Obnoxious.
come on. We've got a show to do here.
To keep it moving forward while we're screwing things
It's no
up.
different than normal. That's what
Yeah,
we
exactly.
do anyway.
I mean, anytime that I've had to be the sole host on the show, I've had to do that. So yeah.
Yeah. She's done
Hell, I've
that.
had to do it with
I
Steve
can't
one
remember what
time.
the hell happened with me. There's for some reason I was out for a while. I don't know why. You had to fill in my role.
Yeah, I filled in your
I
role
can't
for
remember.
like a few.
Yeah,
a
it was.
month.
It wasn't like a one-time recording.
No,
it was like a month. I can't remember.
Was
what
it like
fuck was
the
going on.
ones that you guys did all the girls episodes with McNew,
Yeah,
Kathy,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah, I think that was some of them.
those
Yeah.
were good shows. I like those.
Yeah, those were fun.
Those were fun.
I don't remember what the hell I was doing. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I was
I have
very
no idea
busy.
what you're doing.
Very busy.
Just a
Very
very busy
Secret
man.
meetings. Very secret meetings.
Yeah,
All
apparently,
kinds of
because you don't even remember what they're about.
No,
They're so secret that you don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. No one told me, so I just, I was just.
No,
like,
they
oh,
were
I'll
with
clear
the
my
men in
podcast.
black
Yeah.
people. He got flashy thinged at the
Yeah,
end
they
of all the
flashed him on the
meetings.
door out.
Unfortunately, a lot of my life feels like I get the flashy thing these days as I get older. It's like, oh,
Mine
I
too.
get a lot of shit. I know. It's like
The flashy thing, the
Oh,
memory
God.
eraser.
I get the flashy thing. Yeah.
You wouldn't
Um,
believe how
because I
much stuff you forget once you get.
Yeah. Wrong side of 50. Yeah. It's yeah. These young people here, they have no idea. They're like, this is
I know.
just old people talking. Then one day they'll be there. And
Oh, yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
be like, it's like they invented this. It's like, oh, I guess
And
what
it will
happens
be
when
a
you turn
show
50.
when I'm that old and I don't remember anything.
I don't even remember what I had for dinner last night.
There you go. When you're
I'm
young.
already there.
you go.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we'll wrap this one up. Becca was found guilty of taking a 6-week.
My accomplice, Steve
Unauthorized.
Akeley, was
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah.
the actual problem in all.
That's
That's
actually truthful. Me and calendars. I mean, yeah. None of the ones.
Stupid
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Greco-Roman
the
I-
holidays. I mean, I don't set when the holidays are. It's just if it
Yeah,
falls
I-
that way, it falls that way.
I'd see all these, podcasting on Friday nights. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
That's nice. There he is. He's podcasting again.
There
Yeah,
they are
yeah, Becca.
podcasting.
There
I'm
they
just
are. They're
hanging
doing it.
out, not getting to a large amount of shows.
All right. So, well,
Steve's holding me back.
holding you
It
back.
could be sitting at 1,000 right now. Who knows?
Could be.
Yeah.
You could be out of 1,000, but no, instead, no. 6-week vacations. It's tough to get to 1,000 with that sort of.
Yeah, I know.
Vacations.
If I just don't show up to fucking work, I guess I'm not gonna get any milestones.
All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Von Nieters, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Von Nieters.
All right, Darren.
You can find me on Instagram at the Bourbon Adventures.
All right, Kathy.
I am on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm easy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. That's the one you got to check out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. Check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.